AI agents are everywhere, automating tasks and making decisions at machine speed. But agents make mistakes. Just one rogue agent can do big damage before you even notice. Rubrik Agent Cloud is the only platform that helps you monitor agents, set guardrails, and rewind mistakes, so you can unleash agents, not risk. Accelerate your AI transformation at Rubrik.com. That's RUBRIK.com.
This is Embrace Your Inner Boldness, a podcast about remembering who you were before the world told you who to be. I'm Melissa Henning Frank, coach, guide, and founder of Becoming Bold. I help you strip away the conditioning, reclaim your voice, and rise into the power that's always been yours. Let's get right to it. Hey, thanks for tuning in. This episode is dropping on Christmas Day, and sometimes during the holiday season, people are slightly more on edge. And this particular December has people out here feeling like it's a full moon every day. The stress seems to be higher than usual, so the timing might be on point for those listening close to the launch of this episode. Consider this. Do you have that one person in your life who always seems unreasonably critical, negative, or low vibe? Or do you find yourself to be bothered on the regular by people at work, home, the grocery store, on the road? Lock in if either of those things sound relatable. We're about to get real about what's going on inside and how to navigate this kind of discomfort. Let's talk about being unbothered. And no, I don't mean fake calm or super filtered moods, and I don't mean the fake unbothered when you say, I'm fine, while you're internally keeping score or running to your BFF to vent about something that happened. I'm not talking about checking out, shutting down, numbing out, or pretending you don't care. Real unbothered is when you stop letting everything and everyone hijack your nervous system. And you know I love to confront the things we don't talk about, so I'm going to say this and it might make you uncomfortable. If people are constantly getting under your skin, if everyone feels annoying, incompetent, or just plain irritating, then there's a strong chance that they're not the problem, but your reaction is. Stay with me. Most of us walk around convinced that our reactions are caused by other people. They're rude, they're bitchy, they're stupid, they're slow, they're lazy, they're wrong. But reactions don't live like out there somewhere. They live right here in your own body. Someone cuts you off, someone talks over you, someone doesn't do their job the way you would, and boom, you feel it. You feel that surge in your chest, that internal commentary, the urge to judge, correct, or mentally dominate the situation. Think about it. What are you getting out of that reaction? Because you're getting something. Let's talk about driving for a second. You're on the road and suddenly everyone is an idiot. They're too slow or too aggressive or too unaware. And you feel that spike of irritation. Be honest. That irritation gives you a little hit of energy, doesn't it? A sense of superiority, a sense of control, a quick outlet for stress that you don't know where else to put. The road, including a boatload of strangers and cars and trucks, just became your emotional dumping ground. Most of the time, it's not about them being bad drivers. Most of the time, it's about you needing somewhere to discharge what you haven't dealt with. And I'm not judging you. I'm helping you see this. Now let's talk about work. You care more than anyone else. You show up harder. You work more hours. You do things better. And every time you notice someone slacking, missing details, or not pulling their weight, you feel that little internal boost. That quiet thought, at least I'm not like them. That's basically a little snack for your hungry ego. And again, ask the question, what is that doing for you? For a lot of people, it protects their self-worth, reinforces their identity, justifies resentment, or quite frankly, keeps you from admitting that you feel unseen or undervalued. Here's the thing. If you require comparison to feel confident, you're not actually confident. You're armored up. and that armor is heavy. Most people don't realize this, but we often go looking for things to be annoyed by. Not consciously. We do this nervously because emotions like anger, irritation, and judgment feel powerful. They keep you from feeling uncertain, disappointed, insecure, unfulfilled, disconnected from yourself. So instead of sitting with those things, you project outward, and now everyone else in the world is the problem. So if you're getting sick of that pattern, hear this next part. That moment you stop scanning for triggers, you start noticing patterns, and patterns will tell you the truth. So when I say the phrase, being unbothered, I don't mean that nothing affects you. I mean you pause before you react. You slow down and take the time to explore what's actually going on inside of you that's causing your nervous system to be activated more often than it should be. So the next time you feel activated, try this. Instead of asking, what's wrong with them? Ask, why did that hit me? What story did I just tell myself? What feeling am I avoiding right now? What does this reaction protect me from feeling or admitting? That pause can change everything. Unbothered people investigate their reactions. They don't suppress them. When you're constantly reacting, you're being influenced. You're being influenced by moods, by environments, by people who don't even know they're affecting you. And when you become unbothered, your energy shifts and you take your power back. You don't need to prove anything. You don't need to correct everyone. You don't need to stay activated. You become the influencer, not the influenced. And you do this by being steady, by being clear, and by being grounded. That is genuine confidence. That's true leadership, and that's real power. So here's your takeaway. If everyone feels like a problem, pause and look inward. Not to shame yourself, but to get curious. Take your reactions as information. Treat your triggers as if they're teaching you something. Your emotional charge is a clue. Unbothered isn't about being numb to life, and it's not about letting others walk all over you. It's about being rooted enough that life doesn't throw you off center all the time. You save your fucks for things that really, truly matter. Life will hand you plenty of things that will require you to actually be bothered. So if you're walking around bothered by all the things right now, how are you going to have the energy or coping skills to deal with the stuff that will take you down a few notches? So work on being unbothered now because it truly is a skill you can build. Make sure you're following me if you want to learn more about professional and personal development. I've got you covered with lots of free resources on a password-protected webpage reserved for email subscribers. The link to sign up is in the show notes and in the bios of all my social media accounts. So until next time, be unbothered and please be kind to your mind. That's it for today's episode of Embrace Your Inner Boldness. If this stirred something in you, don't let it fade. Screenshot this episode, tag me at Becoming Bold LLC, and share it with someone else who's ready to rise. And hey, if you haven't already, take a second to subscribe, rate, and review the show. That's how we spread the boldness and keep this movement growing. Whatever came up for you today, feel the fear and do it anyway. You don't need to wait for perfect timing or permission. You are powerful. You are ready. And remember, the only limit to your boldness is the one you set for yourself. Until next time, stay bold, stay curious, and keep becoming you.